Alphapointe wanted to do an adaptive technology camp for teenagers this summer because so many of these kids are behind in academics and don't have the same access to technology as their sighted peers do. So we chose to work on the Apple iPad, which is one of the only pieces of consumer electronics that's completely accessible out of the box for people with visual impairment.
The device on which we were training folks is arguably one of the most successful items as far as consumer electronics that's ever come out. What is really so huge about that is that for people with no vision or people who have low vision, the device is completely 100% accessible.
We brought in 13 students from the age of 13 to 18, teach them how to set them up, how to connect them, how to be able to get online, download items, teach them how to use the iPads. So essentially what they could do was learn to tap the screens in a certain way and get the iPads to talk to them, tell them every single thing there is that's on the screen that you or I would actually see. And also for those who had minimal vision, they could actually tap the screen in a certain way and drag their hand across to make the screens bigger to where they can make the icons and the words big enough for them to see.
It can help me with schoolwork, it will entertain me, it will help me see things better, and it will be a lot of fun.
He loves technology. He's on the computer all the time, so anything we can do to incorporate technology in education is always a plus.
The iPad, it opens a lot of doors that I wouldn't usually be able to go through without any help.
Now you're learning technology this week, and like I don't even know how many times I've said it, technology is great. It really, really is. The world in general is moving toward being purely based on technology. Computers are where everything is headed right now. We need to be headed toward computers too. Computers can help us do anything and everything that someone with full vision can do.
It was a lot of fun. Everybody was really nice and it was fun. And the speakers were all really, they all knew what they were talking about. They helped us with things that, you know, you can't just talk to with the person that can see because they know what we've been through.
I choose to think of my situation, my blindness, as not so much a challenge, not so much a handicap, but as an opportunity. I think it's an opportunity for you to grow, but more than that, it's an opportunity for you to inspire.
Sticking together and helping each other out is going to help us get farther than anything else. And places like Alphapointe do that for you. Not only are you learning from the camp directors this week, you're also learning from each other. I'm sure you guys have sat around, you've met new people this week, you've made new friends, you've talked about where you're from and what you do. And I'm sure you've learned something from the person sitting beside you and not just from the people sitting across the room.
Throughout the week, we heard things like, I didn't know I could do that, or this is awesome, or that is so fun. And they were in a room. Today, when we kind of closed up, we asked the kids what they enjoyed most, and you'd think they just all would say, I love the iPad. But in addition to that, they did say that, but in addition to that, they also said, I got to spend time with peers with visual impairment, with friends who are blind, and that's oftentimes something that's a rarity for these kids.
My favorite part about camp was the people. You got to be around people who have the same eye problems as you, and you don't feel as different or out of place, and it really made everything easier.
I thought it was neat to just have a room with just people that had like low vision or no vision at all, because you got to see how they live their life and how they like work with everything.
To them, it made a difference. You could see the relief on their face when they knew, like they were saying, that they're normal, and it gives them a place to be, that they feel like one another.
We were very fortunate in getting some donations from the community, particularly Lions Clubs and a number of businesses that partner with us in our golf tournament to purchase these iPads and give them to the students. We estimate that there's as many as 2,000 visually impaired tweens and teens in the metro area. So we were able to impact a number of them in this camp, but there's more that we want to serve. we helped 15 kids. Next year we want to help 30 kids and train them on technology and allow them to have devices that they can use on their own. So we need the help of the community to do that.
How about everybody says, I'm going to go to college? Yeah.